Ayo YouTube, this is Sonic Hub coming at you with a new video today. As you guys are aware, it's been a pretty slow news cycle for the past month or so with the Sonic franchise. But thankfully, we have a couple new things that are interesting to talk about today and some things I want to discuss with you. We're going to talk a little bit about Sonic Prime and something new that I discovered. We have two new Sonic Frontiers leaks to talk about from 4chan, and we have a brand new Nintendo Direct coming tomorrow. So as always, we will cover as much news in as little time as possible. So without further ado, let's roll the clip. So first things first, the elephant in the room is that Nintendo just announced a Nintendo Direct for tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. So not only Sonic fans, but gaming fans all around the world will be prepared for this, especially in a year like 2022 when you got Breath of the Wild 2 coming, possible rumblings of a new Mario game, the new Kirby game's coming out next month, and there's some rumors going around that Mario Kart 9 is coming out too. So as gamers, we'll always be on the edge of our seats for this. And how does this tie back to Sonic? Well, this is really more speculative on my end, but since Sega has been radio silent about the Sonic franchise as a whole in terms of news, anytime a major gaming event happens, we can always speculate maybe there could be some Sonic there. The name Sonic has been uttered at Nintendo Directs before. It's not necessarily foreign. We saw them show Sonic 2 in the last Nintendo Direct. They've talked about some of the Mario and Sonic Olympic games there. And obviously Sonic Lost World was a Nintendo Wii U exclusive, which was unveiled at Nintendo Direct. So as a gamer and someone who likes to speculate, I wonder if we'll see any Sonic tomorrow. The most likely candidate we could see if any Sonic was unveiled tomorrow could be Sonic Origins, because we don't know anything about this game. And as far as we know, it's just Sonic 1, 2, 3, and CD. And there's been a lot of development issues apparently, because we were supposed to get news about this in 2021. So I'm not saying this will happen. I've seen a couple leaks that it might, but obviously, you know, you have to take leaks with a grain of salt. But it's very possible that we could maybe see something about Sonic Origins tomorrow. This is more of just me crossing my fingers and hoping we'll see something. Not saying this will happen at all, but be on the lookout for that. My eyes will definitely be on that tomorrow, especially as a gaming fan. Like, there's a lot of other games I want to see as well, but definitely keep your eyes peeled. Maybe we'll see something tomorrow. I'm not really 100% sure. Just want to throw that out there. Now, back to the 2022 Sonic lineup and things that are confirmed. We have some news about Sonic Prime. So a friend had sent this over to me, and I wasn't going to make a video about it, but since we have a couple other things to talk about, it's good to just throw it in there. Someone found a listing for Sonic Prime on Netflix, and as you guys know, we've basically heard nothing about Sonic Prime in the last couple months. But if you look at the screenshot right here, it says that it's kids TV, it's a TV cartoon, it's a comedy program, and it's going to be quirky and exciting. It doesn't list a maturity rating, but given that the demographic should be between ages 6 and 10, this actually raises some questions that I want to get into, because one thing I'm looking for when it comes to Sonic Prime is I want to see what the tone is. How are they going to take it? How are they going to portray Sonic? Is it going to be more goofy like Sonic Boom, or is it going to be more faithful to the Sonic characters similar to Sonic X? We don't really know. As far as I know, based off of all the information that was already unveiled, my guess was that this was going to take itself a little bit more seriously. It's going to explore some more darker tones and really dive into character development and have a consistent central plot and not just be goofy Saturday morning cartoon like Sonic Boom was. But according to the screenshot, it says it might be a comedy program, so that kind of raises a cause for concern. I really do want to see a show that takes itself seriously, but we should keep in mind that the demographic is for a younger audience, so they do have to mix in some elements that would appeal to them. But all of the signs previously were pointing towards something that parents can watch as well with their kids, so I'm hoping that this will be a show that I'll enjoy as well. Not saying that I didn't enjoy Sonic Boom, but I am looking for something that I can really get into, because I'm looking for a more faithful interpretation of the Sonic character that we know and love. So we'll just have to wait and see. But let me know your thoughts about that down below. I really want to know what your guys' thoughts are on Sonic Prime. What do you think the tone of the show will be like? Please let me know what you guys think about that. But this wouldn't be a complete video if I didn't have two new 4chan leaks to present to you guys. And these have a lot of content in them, so I definitely want to discuss them with you. They actually line up with a lot of the other leaks that we've seen in the past. So without further ado, let's read these two leaks. Alright, so as always, make sure to take this with a giant grain of salt and understand that we are speculating based off of the information that we have. But let's read. It says, "Don't ask me how, but I basically got to play Sonic Frontiers. Here's some info on the game based on what I remember. If you have any questions, I'll answer them if I can." He says, "Easiest way to describe how the open world gameplay controls is Sonic Adventure 1 with action combat. Combat starts off simple, only homing attack, spin dash, etc. Your typical Sonic moves. You gradually unlock more moves via skill tree. The combat at its core feels like Super Smash Bros. Sonic but in 3D. Sounds weird, I know, but once you get your hands on the game, you'll know what I mean. Some of my favorite moves to use were the spin Cycle, Bounce Attack, and Sonic Wind. Skill tree isn't only for combat moves, but the movement as well. It kind of branches out into 3 pathways: combat focused moves, movement focused, and then there's some of an in between the two. You really have to think about which way you want to play the game and how you want to waste your XP. Although by late game you can unlock a good chunk of all the branches, but the idea is to unlock the moves by primarily how you want to play the game, and I assume you really want to grind it to the possible max out all 3. It'll probably take a long time. Speaking of XP, it was earned in a variety of ways, but you get most of them from bosses, large enemies, and entering cyberspace. Completing puzzles, challenges, and defeating enemies gives you as little but not as much. Cyberspace is basically this game's equivalent to the Breath of the Wild Shines. Although there aren't nearly as many, it's only 7 per island, and there's 4 islands, so that'd be like 28 total. And they're all mandatory to progress. They're accessed by collecting orbs from various challenges and then going really fast in the overworld. It's almost like time traveling in Sonic CD, but not as annoying. And it looks like they talk about the cyberspace levels as well. The second part of the leak says cyberspace levels look like some sort of simulation. When you warp in it, it looks like vaporwave aesthetic, but as you progress through the game, they basically become like regular themed stages. Some cities, Green Hill clones, you know, the type of things you'd see in a Sonic game. Occasionally, the level would flicker and you'd see the cyberspace digital look underneath, reminding you that you're in a digital world. They play like your standard boost levels, and you get a Chaos Emerald at the end. You can replay them at any time to grind XP. Once you have all the emeralds in an island, the game allows you to approach the said island's titan. You turn into Supersonic, basically climb up him like a tree, and once you're at the top, you beat him up. After this is over, the emeralds scatter and you collect them in the next island. New companion character that follows you throughout the game. She's basically a human looking hologram thing. Don't know exactly what she is, since like I said, her main purpose in gameplay is to refill your rings in the cyberspace and in boss battles. So what are my thoughts on this leak? Well, I think it actually lays out a pretty solid formula for how Sonic Frontiers could look. I would actually really like to see all these ideas flesh out in the game. Now, obviously it's a leak, so we have to take it with a grain of salt. And if these people are playtesting the game, they're giving their feedback, so things can definitely change, even if this was actually true. But if you think about it, like, what are we going to actually do in the open world? How are they going to keep it fresh? How is this going to be fun? And that's a question that really can't be answered until we get gameplay for this game, because as you guys all know, we have no idea what to expect with this game. But recently I have been playing the new Pokemon game, which is similar in concept. It's also an open world game. In that game, there's a huge open world to traverse, and movement is definitely key in that game. But the thing about that game and what makes it fresh and makes the experience fun is the RPG elements. If you think about it, moving around in Sonic Frontiers could be similar to how you move around in the Pokemon game. And if that's all the game is about, then yeah, it might not be that fun. So they got to keep it fresh. They got to mix it up. Two things that could work really well is a skill tree, some RPG elements, because that's what Pokemon is. It's an RPG. Definitely makes the game world feel alive, and there's more activities to do in it. So I'm hoping it can learn a little bit from that game, because there has to be stuff to do. We can't just be running around in an open world doing nothing. There needs to be platforming. There needs to be puzzles, maybe individual levels like Cyberspace. And a skill tree can definitely keep this game fun, and some type of XP grind I would find very interesting as well. The name of Sonic games is replayability and playing levels over and over again, so it would be very fun to have levels to grind and get better at, while also earning XP and leveling up your skills, because we know there's going to be a combat system in the game. That's already confirmed. So the logical conclusion following that is some type of RPG skill tree. So I actually really do like this leak. I hope it does come true, and I think some elements from this leak will be in the game if it's not, or if it's an old leak that they've adjusted from. So we'll just have to wait and see. But let me know what you guys think about that. How do you think the open world's going to work? Do you think it's going to be fun? How's the combat going to be? Let me know down below. So the last leak was a leak that I really like. Here's a leak that I don't like, but it's pretty new, so I'll show it to you guys anyways. This one diverges into the plot of Sonic Frontiers, so let's take a look. It says, I was able to get my hands on Sonic Frontiers for an extended period of time during multiple playtest sessions. Anyways, here's some story stuff about the game since no one else seems to have talked about that. It says, Eggman discovers the Starfall Islands after researching, learns of the ancient civilization's technology and replication of the Chaos Emeralds. Eggman then creates an advanced AI to hack it and take over the ancient tech for himself. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow all arrive at the Starfall Islands after locating Eggman. They were suspicious of what he was up to because apparently he was laying low for quite some time, but Tails was able to track him down. Eggman's AI tech backfires, sending everyone to cyberspace realm except for Sonic. Story revolves around the ancient civilization of the Starfall Islands. They were a race of advanced humans, basically the Sonic equivalent to the Hyperboreans. Somehow they were able to digitalize the Chaos Emeralds using their advanced tech and copy them. However, they were punished by divine beings and banished into the cyberspace. New character is a Jinka of Eggman's AI tech, Sage. Even though she wasn't able to hack into ancient tech, she's still tethered to the cyberspace, so she allows you to communicate regularly with the rest of the team. The plot twist at the end is that she wasn't actually Eggman's AI, but the last remaining ancient of the island. It's basically a rehash of Chip finding out he's like Gaia, but whatever. Sonic has amnesia but recovers his his memories after saving each friend. The Titans are the main enemy's bosses, but they're actually not part of the ancient technology. They were sent there by deities to punish their ancients for exploitation of the Chaos Emeralds. As I said before, I don't really love this one. The first one really has a strong foundation behind it. I mean, anyone could kind of make this one up, right? I think in this game, there's going to be some type of ancient something going on, just based off of the landscape that we see in some of these like ruins and obelisks. And one other thing I'll point out is this. They did confirm that the entire voice cast will be returning for this game. So hearing the name Knuckles and Shadow in this leak, while I don't think Shadow will be in the game, is not entirely ruled out. We know that Tails, Amy, and Eggman will be in this game based off of leaks and previous confirmed info. So they haven't necessarily shut the door on other characters appearing, but that's kind of the reason why I don't like this one. But if I was to guess what the plot of the game would be like, it would probably read something like this, right? But we won't actually know until things are revealed, which hopefully will be soon. I'm praying that at Nintendo Direct tomorrow, we'll get something Sonic related. But let's turn the mic back over to you guys. Where else are you going to get 2 news stories and 2 leaks in 10 minutes? This is the #1 place to be for anything Sonic, whether it's video essays, news, leaks, discussion, streams. We're trying to do it all here. But let me know your thoughts about everything. Do you think both leaks are true? Do you think both are fake? Do you think one's true, one's not? What are your predictions for Nintendo Direct? And it doesn't have to be Sonic related. And what do you think about Sonic Prime? Personally, it might be my most anticipated project of this year, right behind Sonic Movie 2. But let me know about that new discovery. Want to hear all of your thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Until I see you guys next time, peace out.